What's poppin', and welcome back to another episode of Fletcher the Fisherman. And I know y'all are probably wondering where I've been for like the last 3 months essentially. I've hardly posted, so I'm going to address all of that below. I promise you I have been trying to make some videos, but I've had a lot of things going on, so I'm just gonna clear all that up, and y'all can expect me to be making pretty consistent videos from here on out. My goal is through all December, starting the 10th, which is the day this should be posted, is to post a video every Tuesday and Friday until about mid-January. Then I'm gonna try to bump it up to 3 videos a week, so just stay tuned. That's what the schedule I'm gonna try to stick to. It might not work out perfectly, but that is the goal. But anyways, we are back out here. It's officially December. It's December 5th today, and that means it is winter, and that means winter bass fishing, and these fish are starting to get a little bit finicky. It's only 50 degrees here in South Carolina, and I know some of y'all might think that's warm, especially y'all up north, but it is a little bit chilly for us down here in the south, and the bass think so too. So it went from about 70 to 50 degrees in one day, and these bass have started to get pretty lethargic out here in these colder waters. So I've had to switch to some more winter specific tactics to get these guys to bite. So I went out 2 days ago and did a little bit of fishing just by myself to get back into the swing of things. So I haven't really been fishing in general, so I just kind of wanted to figure these fish out before I made a video. But the bite was awesome. I caught a really nice one, which I'll include in the end of this video. Oh, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. It's a big fish. Oh, come here. Oh, that's a monster. That's a monster. Stay down. 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 It's a big fish. That's a big fish. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Yeah! Woo! Oh, that's a take. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice fish right there. That's probably getting close to 6. Ooh, I hooked this guy in the eyeball though. That's unfortunate. Sorry, buddy. Today I'm gonna use similar tactics. I'm primarily gonna fish, or it might only be the blade bait. So I'm gonna use the blade bait. A lot of y'all might not know what that is, but I'm gonna go ahead and tie that on, tell you all about it, and let's go catch some fish. Here it is, the blade bait. The bait I was talking about. This is a solid little bait, and it looks pretty much just like a lipless crankbait, except it's one solid piece of metal and it's flat like the name entails. A blade bait looks like a blade. It's a little bit heavier in the front, a little bit thicker, so that thing goes nose down. And typically the way this thing is fished is people will fish this thing in really deep water and jig it up and down like a spoon, but for most of y'all probably fish in rivers or ponds or creeks or little small lakes, places where it isn't super deep. So the way to fish this thing when you're not fishing super deep and not just jigging it right underneath your boat is you want to take this thing and hold on to get it unwrapped real quick, and you just want to give it a heave. And this is about 10 to 8 feet out here. So I'm gonna let this thing fall all the way down to the bottom, and then I'm gonna just get my line nice and tight. It's been a minute, gotta be able to talk, and we're just gonna rip this thing up and let it fall back down. And you're just barely pulling it off the bottom, just a few feet at a time, like 1 to 3 feet. Just let it come up, you'll feel it vibrating, pop it, and let it come back down. And the colder it is, the slower you want to fish it. It's not super cold right now, so I can fish it a little bit faster, but it's all about just feeling out the fish, try a variety of different things. And I mean, sometimes if even the fish are more aggressive, you can fish it kind of like a lipless. It'll swim very similarly. Let me pull this out of the water and go over a few more things real quick. Color-wise, I have this thing in gold. It's nice and shiny, and this color is great. Even in bodies of water where there aren't any gold bait fish, I've had a lot of success with it in all kinds of places, especially this body of water where there isn't a single gold bait fish in here. This thing is really productive. And as far as profile size, like with winter bait specifically, you want really small, dainty stuff. This is a small little dainty bait. and it's a perfect size for these bass, especially these finicky, colder water bass, to come up and take a bite at it. They're gonna be super particular about what they bite, so just getting it down there right in front of their face, moving nice and slow, and a nice little pop in front of them, and sometimes they just can't resist. So I highly recommend giving this bait a shot, and today I'm gonna show you why. There's one right there. First fish of the day. Popped it nice and good, just pulled it right off the bottom just a little bit, and this guy came up and smoked it. Whoo, doggy. Get on in the boat, my dear. It's a good little fish right here to start off the day. Come here, buddy. Solid fish. And there we go. Pretty fish. Cold, very cold. Chilly little bass right here. And how about that? Just like we talked about, just bopping it right up and down on the bottom, just ever so subtly. And this guy came up and smoked it. I'm sure there'll be many more to come, but great start. Probably a nice 2.5 pounder. Let's get this little girl back on in. There we go, fish number 2. Ooh, this one's running. This could be a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, this is a solid tugger. Oh, he's dogging me. Come on down. Shoo! This is too fun on this light spinning gear tackle. Oh, come on here, buddy. Oh, this one is actually quite a bit smaller than the last one. Or not too much smaller, but definitely noticeably smaller, but he's a chunky little dude. Come on in here, buddy. Pop that hook on out. There he goes. Fish numero dos came up and smoked it. Saw a little bass. We're gonna get something better than this today, I promise you that. I'm looking for at least 1 4-pounder. That's the goal. Maybe a 5. If anything better than that is just a bonus, but saw a little fish. All these winter bass are nice and chunky, thick. I mean, really thick. Been feeding up in the fall. Let's go ahead and get it back in. There we go. Number 3. Literally the next cast. These fish are stacked up out here. I'm graphed a little point out here where there's a bunch of rocks. Oh, that's a better fish. That is a better fish. That is what we're looking at for. Oh yes. Even though this fish is fighting not nearly as hard as that little small one, but they're all stacked up on these rocks out here. And let me get this bass in the boat. Ooh, oh yes, this is more of what I was after today. Hold on, give me a second to get this guy in the boat. He's not hooked too well. And there we go. Oh yes. Oh, that's gotta be 3 all day. Now that is a fat winter bass right there. This is exactly why I love fishing in the winter. These fish get fat as all can be, feeding up in the fall, eating all those shad, and they get nice and thick and chunky just like this for the winter. So if y'all aren't fishing in the winter right now and you have the opportunity to, do it. I definitely recommend doing it. You can literally catch the biggest bass of your life fishing the winter if you know what you're doing. I know the bite can be slow. It's not as necessarily like fun and as active as summer, spring, or I mean, I would not say summer, but spring and fall fishing. But man, it is rewarding when you catch a big old chunk like this. Wow. I'm sure y'all noticed I switched rods from my bait caster to the spinning reel, and the main reason I did that was because the bait caster was a moderate action rod, where this is a fast action rod. They're both medium power, but that fast action lets me be able to control this bait a little bit better and allows me to work it the way I want it to. So I just switched over to this, and you know, fishing on spinning gear is a blast. Oh, especially when you catch them like I am right now. Just missed one, but they are stacked up heavy on these rocks, which is very nice. Here's one. Came up and smoked it. Oh yes. Come over here, buddy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh my gosh, I love catching fish on a spinning rod. Another fat bass. Beautiful in this cold water. Nice, pretty and green. Oh, he ain't done. No, it isn't. Oh, come on here, buddy. Dogging me. Come on up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shoo. Let's get this pretty girl on the boat. Oh, yes. Another nice winter chunk. I'm telling you, blade bait does the trick. That's 4, how long has it been? Let me check the GoPro. 17 minutes. 4 solid bass. Let's go ahead and get her back in. There's one. Fish on. Came up. Oh, yes, there we go. Good little tugger. This is much needed, especially considering I just missed filming probably the last 10 fish I caught because the GoPro froze, but that's okay. Come on in here, buddy. One of many today. Get your butt in the boat. Oh, yes. Not a monster. Probably one of the smaller ones today. Good little, I'd say 2.5. Good little fish. Adios. There's one. Back-to-back fish. Same spot, stacked up. Oh, yeah. And this one just gonna surf on in. He doesn't have much energy. Get in the boat. Oh, he's super skinny. Oh, you do not look like the other bass today. Now, that does not look like too healthy of a fish. He has been struggling to get some food. He's got something going on, but he is deathly skinny. I don't think this guy's gonna make it too much longer. Go ahead and let you go because I don't think you got much time left, buddy. Sorry. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling like it is time for the comment, picture, and question of the day. And the question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite winter bass fishing lure? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you want to be included as a comment of the day, just make sure you answer that question and you got a shot for the next video. And if you want a shot at being the picture of the day, go over to my Instagram, shoot me a DM of some of your fish that you've been catching recently, and you might just have a shot. But anyways, if you haven't already and you're enjoying the video, go ahead and smash like. I've heard that if you like the video, you might just catch a 10-pounder, but I can't, that's not a guarantee, but you know, it can't hurt, can't hurt. Oh, there's fish. I was just moving to get position to put this in front of the dock better. And a guy came and picked it up, just sitting on the bottom. Not ideally how I would like to catch it, but I can't complain. Come on to the boat. No giant, but he's a fun fish. Oh yeah. It's definitely football season. Every single one of these bass just nice and fat. Get her on back in. Later. All right, now that I'm positioned a little bit better, let's see if I can actually work this thing for a fish. There we go. Fish on, and he's gonna go right out there and make it easy for me, so I don't have to worry about him getting caught up on the post. And he is just really, really digging hard down there. Oh, come here. Woo, little dancer. Oh my God, this one is feisty. He does not want to come on in, but sorry, buddy, I'm gonna have to break the news to you. You're getting in the boat, whether you like it or not. Now, that is a fat bass right there. I mean, look at the shoulders on this dude. I mean, just thick as can be. This fish is probably the length of a typical, like, I want to say like 1.5 pound fish, but this fish is probably 3 pounds, just how meaty it is. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, I love winter bass fishing. I'll tell you what, these winter bass, man, they have some unbelievable strength. So healthy, so thick. Ooh, yes. Don't overeat, buddy. Later. There's one. That one went totally slack on me. Oh, sneaky little dude. Oh, come on. We got a few stacked up here near the dock. And they are hungry. Absolutely choked it. And that's how you want them to eat it right there, except it's a huge pain in the butt to get it out of their mouth sometimes. Let's go ahead and work on that. Got it right out. This dude's bleeding, so I'm just gonna let him go. Later, bud. Fat bass. There's one. Oh yeah, come on in here, buddy. Get on over here. And this could be the last one of the day. Let's get him on here in the boat. And on this note, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. End it on a good note, solid little bass. So hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video, and if you did, smash that like button for me. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to go one step further, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification button. But as always, bassing is a passion. Peace out. Whoop, through the legs.